Have you ever felt like you were doing everything possibly to take care of your hair and it still won't grow? Don't worry, you're not alone. Actually, the most common reasons I've heard would be lack of trimming, heat damage, chemical damage, stress, genetics, and you're not protective styling enough. Now, this is not the video that's going to share with you, or for example, my favorite one, you're not drinking enough water, or it's your diet. We're not going to be touching on these things, even though they definitely can play a role. Now, let's just say you took care of all those things and yet you're still not seeing the progress. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 17 surprising reasons that your hair may not be growing, and it could be the key to figuring out why all your effort seems like it's not working. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to the Coily Code. And if you do end up liking your visit here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. And to all my Coily companions, welcome back. Now let's get into these surprising reasons. Ever thought a tiny pill could give you Rapunzel-like hair, but felt more like a lab experiment gone wrong? Healthy hair isn't just about popping more hair growth pills, because blindly increasing your dose of hair growth supplements could actually do more harm than good. To remedy this, number one, balance is key. Your body thrives on balance. Too much of a good thing could definitely throw things off. And as always, the safest thing you can do is consult a medical professional to see if you even need hair growth supplements. Number two, the right ingredients matter. So it may be a vitamin or it could be another mineral that you're missing. So again, it's always good to know what your body chemistry already is and then go from there in terms of what vitamin supplements or hair growth supplements you need to supplement your hair growth goals. And lastly, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, sometimes it's just about your overall health. If you are stressed out and you are also taking hair growth supplements, your stress may actually be counteracting the benefits of the hair growth supplements. So make sure you have a good diet, you're hydrated, you're getting good night's rest, and you are managing stress well. Finding the right balance and understanding what truly nourishes your hair makes all the difference. No magic pills, just real healthy growth. Struggling with dry, brittle hair that just keeps breaking? It might not be why you think. Okay, believe it or not, the water that you are washing your hair with could be the culprit behind the dryness. Hard water is loaded with hair-hating minerals like calcium and magnesium, and these minerals can cause damage and harm in a way that prevents your hair from thriving. These minerals layer on the hair, making it very difficult for your moisturizers or conditioners from actually doing their job. By using a filter or a chelating shampoo, this can help combat hard water damage as well. There are a lot of brands that cater to hard water care, and one of my favorites is from the brand Malibu, and I use that shampoo like every other week that I wash my hair, because I know where I live there's hard water. But actually not here in Jamaica, but when I lived in California, definitely Los Angeles had hard water. A simple change in your water can transform your hair from brittle to beautiful. Tired of waking up to bad hair days? Switch to a silk or satin pillowcase, or if you want, you can also wear a satin head cap like a bonnet or scarf. Cotton pillowcases seem soft, but they are actually the culprit of causing friction when you're laying down at night. So even though cotton's a good fabric, it is not a good fabric for your hair. Silk and satin pillowcases and also bonnets actually help to maintain your hair's natural oil, shine, and also minimizes frizz. Upgrade your pillowcase, upgrade your hair. Love swimming but hate what it does to your hair? Protect your hair when you're going swimming with these simple tips. Now, chlorine is a chemical agent that is used to keep pool water clean, free of algae and so on. So as you can imagine, chlorine can actually strip away at your hair's layer, removing the natural oils and leaving your hair susceptible to dryness and also breakage. The first thing you want to do before you go swimming is to saturate your hair with fresh water. This is going to prevent your hair from absorbing too much of the chlorine, because as you ladies or science lovers probably know, the hair can only absorb so much water at a time. Then at some point, the water's not even penetrating your hair shaft. Next, you want to apply a thin layer of coconut or olive oil. Also, some ladies and coilies will use conditioner, so you can apply that as well after you've rinsed your hair, saturated your hair with water. These oils are going to create a protective layer over your hair strands. I tried swimming caps before, and you will still get water in your hair, but it obviously won't be as much as you would if you didn't have the cap on. So that's another protective measure. Now, after swimming, you want to use a chlorine removing shampoo. This is also known as a chelating shampoo. Maybe you can use a clarifying shampoo. I'm not sure, but I would use what most swimmers will use to wash their hair after swimming in chlorine. Shampoos are going to help remove the layer of chlorine without stripping your hair of its natural oils. Incorporate these steps into your swim routine to keep your hair healthy and strong. Is your go-to protective style secretly damaging your hair? Protect your hair the right way without causing breakage. If you wear a protective style that's obviously too tight, that is going to cause a lot of tension on your hair and obviously slowly pull away at the hair follicle, also leaving you susceptible to traction alopecia. So choose styles that don't pull at the roots. You know, loose buns, loose braids, just don't do anything tight, really. Also, take breaks between your protective styles. Give your scalp some time to breathe and recuperate before installing your next one. Balance is key. Let your hair rest and treat it gently. Think air pollution just clouds the sky? Think again. You're going to be fighting air pollution back with a scalp detox. Toxins from pollution clings to the hair and it risks the hair's health and the growth. Obviously, you have to know about your air quality in the place that you live in, but I know as someone who lives in Los Angeles, yes, pollution is a problem. Whereas here in Jamaica, it's not so much. So I know that I can tweak my hair regimen based off of that. One thing you can do to combat air pollution is to wash your hair with a clarifying shampoo to give your scalp a deep clean. This is going to strip away those pollutants without obviously drying out your hair, although clarifying shampoos can definitely dry your hair, so use them minimally, so once a month or once every 2 months, how you feel is necessary. The second thing you want to do is always use a nourishing deep conditioner, and specifically use a conditioner that contains antioxidants, because these are the things that combat toxins and pollutants. One ingredient to look for is vitamin E, because vitamin E fights off environmental stressors. Another thing you can do is cover your hair, so make sure you're wearing a cap, a hat, a head covering when you're out, if you're going to be out for a long period of time. Keeping your hair up or covered can definitely minimize exposure to these toxins in the atmosphere. And lastly, they do have serums that you can apply to your hair to protect it from, again, the pollutants and pollution and toxins in the air. Don't let pollution stop your hair's shine and growth. Ever think your stylish beanie or headband might be the reason you're losing hair? Switch to looser head and hair accessories. Tight headwear can actually feel quite snug on your hair, and just like tight protective hairstyles, tight accessories can pull on those delicate strands, leading to eventually traction alopecia. And traction alopecia occurs when the headwear or style that you're wearing is incessantly pulling at your hair strands, especially the hairline and the nape area. And while it may look very fashionable in the moment, this is going to cause long-term hair damage. So opting for looser styles and looser head accessory is going to keep everything tension-free and stress-free for your hair follicles. Remember, your hair's health comes first. A simple switch in how tightly you're wearing your hats and bands can make all the difference. Struggling with hair loss and always feeling exhausted? Your secret to stronger, healthier growing hair? More sleep. Lack of sleep doesn't just zap your energy, but it also alters your hair growth cycle. When you don't get enough sleep, this actually throws off the hormones in your body. So catching those 7 to 9 hours, I know I cannot stay asleep that long, but I at least try to get 6 to 7 hours is going to help keep everything regulated. And as long as everything's regulated, your hair should be growing just fine. Now, if you're having troubles catching this good night's sleep, here are a few tips you can do. Consider a calming nighttime routine. And this could mean cutting back your late night screen time. This is going to improve your sleep because, again, our screens at night are actually keeping our bodies from falling asleep or getting into a stage where it wants to fall asleep. Don't overlook the power of a good night's sleep for your hair's health. Give your hair the rest it needs and wake up to a good hair day every day. Notice your hair thinning after starting new medication? Your pills, if you take prescribed medication, could be the culprits behind your hair growth stagnation. A lot of prescribed medications come with side effects. Some of these medications mess with your hormones and also affects the nutrients which are crucial for hair health. So you want to keep track of these changes if you are taking prescribed medication, and it's also good to consult your doctor or whoever it is who prescribed it to you to let them know about those side effects. Because sometimes what can happen is your doctor may know exactly what other nutrient supplements you'll need to counteract the side effects, but again, sometimes if you're taking prescription medication and even some over the counter, it's important to be very mindful of the different side effects that medication has on your body, because it could definitely be the one thing that's causing your hair from growing. Okay, so don't stress. Unraveling medication mysteries could rescue your hair. Hang in there and hope this helps. Now, while I said I was going to share with you 17 surprising reasons why your hair may not be growing, we're going to stop right here and I'm going to film a part 2 where you're going to get the remaining 8 reasons. But for now, be sure to subscribe to the Coily Code so you'll be notified when part 2 drops. But aside from that, if any of these caught your attention or made you suspicious about why, or is it possible that this could be contributing to my hair growth, I would love to hear your comments down below and I'll feature it in the next video, the part 2 of this video. And these are not the reasons you normally hear. And so for a sneak peek for part 2, one I found was through 2 articles that talked about mercury consumption. So if you're someone that's into tuna and a lot of high mercury fish, you're gonna want to watch out for that one. So that's just a sneak peek, but I look forward to seeing you guys in part 2. And again, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.